Alright guys, welcome to the video. Um we're working on an element. The fuse got grounded.
All right, so this is no joke. So on a serious note, so we're checking right now the thermal fuse on this dryer. Now, if you're in a situation where your dryer blows the thermal fuse, you want to dig a little deeper. You want to find out why that has happened. So right now the element is grounded. Okay? So you always want to check to verify that the element is not grounded. What happens when the element grounds out? It gets hot even when the dryer should be cycling. On the dryer, you have what you called a high limit thermostat. And what that does, it regulates the thermostat or the element going on and off. So when the element is not able to turn off, it stays hot and stays hot, and there's no regulation. So right now we're actually verifying that the new element is not grounded. We're checking for continuity, making sure that the integrity of the element is good, but also making sure that the body of the element is not touching the body of the dryer. Super, super crucial. When you're done, close that back up and make sure that everything is intact. So as we continue here, the thermal fuse can and will blow if your vent is restricted, you have a kink hose in the back, or your blower housing. I'll show you shortly what the blower housing looked like. It was just horrible. It was stuffed. And so initially, when I went out, we replaced the thermal fuse, and I said, wait a second. This, it's always a domino effect. 9 times out of 10, when that blows, there's a problem in your blower housing. So keep that in mind. Never just replace a fuse. When a fuse blows, always find why it happened. There's always a reason. All right? So pretty straightforward. 1/4-inch screws, or a screw for that. And you put it in, you slide it forward, and you lock it in. All right? You might need a small socket just to snug it up. Now, that's super fine thin metal, so don't go crazy. Don't forget to connect your wires. Super important. And guys, never bypass anything. All right? I've seen some charlatans doing all kind of stuff in this trade. You see all kind of stuff. So don't forget to put that piece back on. That protects the fuses and the wires from coming in contact with any metal of such. Again, 1/4-inch screws. Always connect your wire connectors as you see them. Never forget, otherwise you can run into trouble. Again, those are 1/4-inch screws. Pretty much on this dryer, it's a Whirlpool made, Maytag badged. And all the screws are pretty much going to be 1/4-inch. I will link one other video where I have the full dismantling of the dryer. So I started off this video because I wanted to go over how important it is. There it is. Look how stuffed that thing was. Okay, super important. That's why it's so important. When you have a problem with your dryer, open it up. Don't just try a whole bag. Look at that bag full of lint. So we're pretty much putting the machine back together now. And don't forget to plug in your door connector. That's your door switch. If you do that, you put it back together and you forget, your dryer will not turn on at all. It will not start. And you'll have to put the top back on. Now, those are Torx screws. On the top edge, make sure you put back the correct screws. And the ones at the bottom, those are 1/4 inch. I think there are 6, I think. Then of course you have a kick panel that you'll put back once you're done. Another thing to note, whenever you run your dryer, it's a good indicator or practice to run your machine on time dry. It tells you how your venting is, the status of your vent. All right, those are Phillips screws. And now we're going to be closing the door and we're going to be going to the back. Don't forget to put your lint screen in. All right, so to put this cover on, you're going to lift the back, bring it forward, then push back, locking in the tabs. And now you have 1/4 inch screws on the back. Pretty straightforward. And then you plug the machine in, double check your venting, make sure it's not kinked, and plug it in, press start, and we're good to go. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Oh, you always want to turn off and then... I can already smell the heat. Drum lights on. There you go. And always pause after instead of just opening the door. Nice. Feel.
Say her over there.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
I can hear you. Feel.
Yeah, yeah. Nice.